Hi, my name is Lecile Harris. I'm a rodeo clown and have been for 63 years. I've spent most of my life behind the chutes, in the arena, in my dressing room. So I've seen all kind of animal activity behind the chutes and in the arena. And associations that are concerned with animal welfare oftentimes are misinformed, therefore misinform the public about what's happening in the sport of rodeo. They don't know the sport of rodeo, number one. These are large animals, very valuable animals. Most bulls and a lot of the horses are worth more than a new car now. So you wouldn't mistreat your car, nor do they mistreat their animals. The animals are particularly protected. Number one, the association has its own humane rules. The PRCA has its own humane rules and are very, very strict. It requires that at every rodeo, we have a veterinarian on the grounds and on call 24 hours a day. Those animals are fed an athletic diet because they are athletes, both the bulls and the horses, and the calves and the steers. All of them are athletes. So they're fed an athletic diet. They're fed the minerals, even in some cases because they are transported from one town to another and one state to another. Water sometimes changes. The taste of water changes. So they put an additive, normally a vitamin in their water so that their water will taste the same. The cowboys are not treated like that. We drink whatever water is there. We don't have a doctor on call 24 hours a day like they do. We do have doctors at the arena when we're there working. But so many of the animals are taken better care of than most people take care of their dogs. These animals, like I said to begin with, are athletes. And I hear so many times, or hear a lot of times by some of the advocates, that they put a rope around a bull or a horse, around their privates, and tighten it to make them buck. The animal, the flank strap around a bull or a horse is a cue to them. It's their time to buck. It doesn't harm the animal at all. It's fur covered. So when an animal comes out and bucks, you can't make an animal that size do anything it doesn't want to do. They're born to buck. Most of them have been bred to buck. Their mother has been picked out. Their father has been picked out because he was a good bucking bull. And the horses are the same way. The mares and the horses are picked out because they have been good animals. They've been good athletes. So it's bred in them to buck. That's what they know to do. That's what they enjoy doing. They are kept in great conditions year-round, turned out to pasture so they can rest. When they're traveling, they can only travel so many hours, and then the PRCA rule says you have to take that animal out and rest him for so many hours. Then they're carried back again. Sometimes, most of them now work 4 or 5 seconds because the cowboy doesn't last that long. Then they're turned back and they're fed and they're hayed and they're put up for the night. And when they get, their time is up and they are retired as bucking bulls, they're turned out to sire young bucking bulls and bulls that'll be like them in their future. When you think that we're not taking care of our animals, you have to realize this is the way we make our living. We make our living on horses that are performing in all of the events, and we are making a living on the bulls and the horses that are love to buck, and that's what they do. So we take care of our animals, and we would like to be represented that way.